What's up guys? Today we are going to use the compression tester kit and I'm going to show you how. Hello everyone, my name's Drew and this is Lagoon Customs with another episode of Start Working on Your Motorcycle. As you remember last time, I checked the spark plugs, I checked the ignition coil, the engine still wouldn't run. Well, actually it did start running. For a short amount of time I took it out for a ride and at the crossroads, the engine died on me. I had to push back the motorcycle all the way back to my garage. I saw that there was a oil leakage, but I couldn't figure out what the reason for it was. So today we are going to do a compression test to see whether the specs that I'm going to measure are in sync with the specs that are written down in the service manual. For the compression test, you will obviously need a compression test kit, which you can get at your local motorcycle store. I got mine for about 70 bucks. So looks like this. And it comes with 3 different adapters depending on what kind of spark plug you have. So we have the 10mm, 12mm and a 14mm, and the 14 one is the one I'm gonna need. One last thing before we get started. The test is going to be done on my Yamaha XJ750 Seca machine, and it is a 4-cylinder, so it has 4 spark plugs, and we'll need to remove all 4 spark plugs. There could be fuel coming out of the spark plug holes, or maybe fuel lying around, and what we definitely don't want is the spark wire to spark up and light up a fire. And what I'm going to do as a safety precaution is I'm going to remove the power from the ignition coils, so there will be no spark. Alright, we're ready to go. So I've disconnected the ignition coil, and just to double check whether we're safe, I'm going to do the spark plug test that I've did before in the last video. So here we go. And there's absolutely no spark, so we're safe to go. I've unplugged all 4 spark plugs. When you do this test, open up the gas throttle all the way, and it just needs to be hand snug. You don't need to crank on it, it's just an O-ring that's sealing everything. And then we'll just hook the gauge to the end of this hose. I'll set this aside and start turning the engine over until the needle on the gauge stops rising. Go. We are at 130. Gas throttle wide open. And we are at almost 150. 2 more to go. That's 140. So the last one, number 1, 145. According to the service manual, we are not at the standard, but above minimum PSI. Usually the difference in pressure in 1 or more cylinders indicates mechanical failure. It says in the service manual that you should put in a few drops of oil in the cylinders and repeat the test. And if the reading improves, it could be that there's a worn or broken piston ring that should be suspected, whilst no change of pressure indicates valve rather than bore problem. So let's put in some oil. Enough, especially number 4, although I have to say the oil leakage was not on this side, it was on the other side. No, we still at 130. Go repeat the test for the remaining ones and let you know whether I can see any difference. Alright guys, so checked all 4 cylinders. Cylinder 4 is definitely on the lower end, but still within the specs. There is a difference between cylinder 4 and 3, which is more than 14 psi, so that shouldn't be. To be honest, I really don't know what the issue could be. We'll have to find out, but I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something new. And the next thing I'm going to check before I take apart the engine is definitely the starter motor. So in the next video, I'm gonna have a look at the starter motor, and if that doesn't work out before I take out the engine and do an overhaul on it, I will take apart the carburetor, clean that up, and give it another try. A lot to do, but hey, wouldn't be fun without it, right? If you have any ideas on what to do next, or if you have any useful tips for me, please leave it in the comment section. Like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Peace. Hello, it's Ruedi Tanner from the cold Switzerland. Yeah, don't know what to say through, huh? You have a little bit of a problem getting the engine started, huh? Well, don't worry, I'm sure you will fix that. In the meanwhile, for you people, Ruedi has made some quite a few videos, so check them out. I think somewhere here or here you can find the last one, which is the spark plugs, the testing of the spark plugs that Ruedi did, and it didn't work out, and now he did this video, and still he doesn't know what to do, oder? Hey, who is Eich, oder? Yeah, okay. Yeah, then I wish you, I wish in Switzerland the summer will come, and I hope this time around, this year, it will be more than 1 month, Okay, goodbye.